So, you just bought a guitar. You have a guitar. Number one. Number two, it's in tune. You have a tuner. You tuned your guitar. Okay? If you don't have either of those, leave the video now. Number three, you want to learn to play this guitar. I hope you do. I do. If you don't, I don't know why you're here, but whatever. Number four, I'm going to teach you how. Okay? So, where to start? I don't know. Let's see. Do you know the parts of the guitar? Alright, we have our head sack. This whole thing. We have our tuning pegs. Make sure you know how to tune your guitar. We have our neck. We have our frets. These are important. We have our body. Sound hole. Fretboard. Nuts. Bridge. Okay, we got all that. If you don't have all that, you don't have a guitar. So, anyways. Okay, so basically, you got this guitar, it's tuned up, you don't know what to do with it, do you? Well, number one, if you're learning, you're a new person, you're learning how to play it, you have to be using an acoustic guitar. Now, you can have this acoustic steel string. The strings are obviously like steel, not literally, but you know. Or you could also have a classical guitar, which has nylon strings and metal strings. Pick whichever one you want. Look them up. But you should have one. So you can play along with me right now. Just kidding. We're not going to play yet. Okay. So once you get that guitar, tune it. Use a tuner. I'm not going to explain that. You got it. Google it. Google it. Use the internet, people. But once that's done, now we need to start playing chords, notes. Alright, you can either start by learning notes, or you can just dive right into the chords. There's no right way to learn to play guitar. When I started learning my notes from my good old, guitar books. Got a bunch of them, little beginner books. In those books, they'll teach you how to start to read sheet music, which is, reading and playing notes. And they will also start to teach you how to do chords. So, I would recommend doing what the books say by learning a little bit of notes while learning your chords, because it's important to do both. That's what I did. I'll be honest though, note reading, you don't need to do it. But I'm not saying you shouldn't do it just because you don't need to. Don't be lazy. Don't say, ugh, I don't need to know how to read music. Well, if you're playing an instrument, you should probably get somewhat involved in reading music. I mean, that's how they did in the old days. These days, they got tabs online, which I'll be honest, I use most of the time. But I also do use notes and things sometimes. So it is important. That's called being classically trained, where you can read notes and all that stuff. Okay? So, I would recommend doing that. If you're lazy, you just want to go straight into chords, then whatever. It's your choice. But I will say this. It's a guitar secret. Actually, it's not. But I'm just going to tell you straight up. A lot of songs on the guitar are extremely, extremely easy to play. A lot of songs are only a couple, usually 3 or 4 or 5 chords. Alright, and a lot of people, they use really easy chords in their songs, so everyone can play them, and the chords sound really good, even though they're super easy. These chords will include, I might be missing some, I'm not an expert, I'm just a kid who taught myself to play guitar, so don't blame me if I'm, whatever, but I know my stuff kind of well. And chords that are used a lot are going to be your G chord, A minor chord, excuse me, I meant A. A minor is used a lot too. D, E, E minor, C, basically A, C, G, E, E minor, A minor. Those chords are really popular. Look up online, you will see which chords. Usually books will tell you to learn. Sometimes they'll say some weird chords like a G7 or something, like And I mean, that's not used a lot, but like the 7 chords are kind of odd, but I'm rambling on. Anyways, so yeah, basically a lot of songs are really easy, you guys. So if you can learn these chords, you know, how about we'll go with like G, A, D, E, A. You're already gonna be on your way to playing guitar. Now the key to learning these chords is gonna be in your left hand. Don't get me wrong, the right hand is really important, you know, for strumming. But before you learn anything with strumming in your right hand, you're gonna want to get these chords down first. Now the key to this is strengthening your fingers. You know, when I started playing, it hurts. It really hurts. These strings are sharp, especially if you have a steel string. They even hurt my fingers sometimes. But you'll see once you keep playing, you know, you are gonna get calluses on your fingers, and I can't feel anything on my fingertips anymore because of them. It's the truth. You're gonna get calluses. It's gonna hurt at first, but you'll deal with it if you want to play guitar. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned before, but should have said this in the beginning, but you know, I'm just some kid making a video. But you don't learn this instrument if you don't want to be practicing daily. You know, in the beginning you suck. I'll be straight up with you guys. You know, in the beginning you're trying to play chords, they sound like this. They're like it's gonna sound like that. Don't be discouraged. Oh my god, my computer shut off. Sorry. Don't be discouraged. It's not gonna sound good to begin with. The more you practice, the more your fingers will know what to do. And you could play guitar with your eyes closed. You could do anything on the fretboard. Once you practice these chords, it's the key. Practice, practice, practice. Once you start getting them down, make sure you can get down changing from chord to chord. That's important. No one wants to hear a song where it's now, we don't want to see you spending 10 hours to change chords. It's not good. So that's important. You're going to want to work on that, okay? Besides that, it's also important to work on your finger strength. Okay, so a good way to stretch out your fingers before you even start practicing would be to, you know, do finger exercises. Now, go on YouTube. There's a lot of videos for these. I'm not going to explain, like, you know, you do this, you should do this, this is a good one. No, like, go on YouTube. There's a lot of videos. But basically, all they are is going fret to fret with different fingers. A good one is just going 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way down each string. 6 strings. Now obviously when you start, it's not going to sound like that. Yeah, I mean, it's when you hear buzzing, remember to always keep your fingers closest to the fret as you can. You don't want it up here. You want it right there. Okay, so do your finger exercises. I don't have a lot of time, I gotta hurry. I could talk to you guys for like an hour about this, but get a guitar, tune it up, do some finger exercises, learn some notes, start learning how to read music, start to learn your chords. Once you get those down, change between chords, get faster, learn different strumming patterns, get some rhythm going, learn some cover songs. It's not easy. It takes a long time. You need to practice every day. It's not easy, like I just said. So get to it and show me that you can do it. Practice every day. Make me proud. Send me videos. Bye.